Yeah, it was a strange sort of game. We haven't been scoring a whole heap of points this year, but we scored plenty tonight. But I'm sort of a bit the pessimist, but we let way too many points in tonight. I don't think they had to work real hard for their points at all. So that was a disappointing thing for me. But having said that, the other side of the coin, I thought we were really good, outstanding. And St George probably, the way they controlled the footy, they were always probably going to score a few points. They hardly made. I think the only drop ball there was when Gareth dropped it right at the end there. I think they had a kick in the touch, whatever. But other than that, they didn't make an error. So. It was always going to be hard for us, in that way. But as I said, I think, they just scored too many easy points tonight. So, again, as I said, that was a disappointing thing. But, I think we had 9 guys out tonight. So, our attack, I thought we done a really good job, especially, some of the guys that are probably not that well known in our team, So, overall, really happy, to get the 2 points and really happy with our attack, and there'll be a couple of things we'll need to improve in the other areas.
Craig, could you elaborate on who you felt attacked as well?
Yeah, Jerome was tremendous. I thought Jaxie done a really good job. I thought, when Brady ran the ball, he was really hard to handle, So, I thought those guys were really outstanding. Chase and Curtis, they did a good job. I think, Sully had one of his better games tonight, to be quite honest. Nelson was hard to handle. So I think nearly all our players with the footy, they were, had really good games, But as I said, we'll need to have a look at that defence as well and, try and fix that up a bit.
Will the halfback role be a bit contentious again this week, assuming all your Origin guys come back, considering Jack was so good?
Yeah, well, all the guys who have played halfback this year, played tonight in different positions. Usually played in different positions, but, they were all, you'd like to be able to pick them all next week, but, we can't do that, depending on whether, Munster plays or not after Origin. But, I thought they done a tremendous job, all those through tonight. And, Cameron probably had a better idea who was out there with them, but from what I've seen, that they were, I think their communication, was probably really good, which probably wasn't one of our strengths last week. But tonight it looked like it was pretty much spot on. So all those guys, they all ran the ball really well, and so I thought that they done a great job.
It's not really a grinding win, is it? It's more of a check the box kind of situation.
Yeah, it was like probably a game of cricket more than anything else. Which is a whole heap different from what it was last week. It's that game couldn't be more different than the game we played last week. But anyway, I suppose one of the good things about that, we're pretty adaptable and we won both games. So we'll take that.
What do you make of Ryan's big dummy and scored that great try just before half time? Did he give him a rocket or did he give him a pat on the back at half time?
He scored the try, so we give him a little pat in the back. There was a couple of other things he probably needed a bit of a kick in the bum for, but that's the thing you like about those sort of players. Is when they do something that's not so good. They work really really hard to do something to make up for it, and he obviously done that.
Cam, you're used to playing Origin this time of year. What are you feeling not having to play those games this year, and what do you make your game tonight?
Body feels great. Yeah, it's obviously it's always pull up a bit fatigued after the matches, but not having that extra sort of workload or commitments away from Storm, it's certainly been great. I've had an opportunity to refresh both physically and mentally. It's quite a draining time, Origin. You can see it with the boys when they come back from their representation. So it's been great for myself. It's been great for my family, and I'd like to think it's benefited the club in some way, or the players back here, particularly the young guys. And my game tonight, I think our young guys were really strong. They showed a lot lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm when we had the footy, and I just felt I needed to guide them around the field, that's all. I didn't try to overplay my hand tonight, so I thought Brodie was great. I thought Jerome was outstanding. Riley Jacks did a great job, and it was a big improvement from our young halves from last week, where we looked a little bit unorganised, or we were a little bit unorganised last week, where tonight was very clear about what we wanted to do. St George put us under a lot of pressure, particularly when we're coming out of our own end. But those guys, they kept their head for the whole match, and it wasn't the way we wanted the game to pan out. 30 points against us. That's always disappointing. But I sort of look at it on the positive. We're playing against the best side in the competition at the moment, the benchmark, and we got players out. They had players out, but the pleasing thing is we hung in there. We hung in there right to the end, and we're able to score some late points from building pressure. And as I said, those young guys committing themselves to the entire 80 minutes.
You mentioned Jerome earlier. What did you make of his attacking game in particular, and what he gave you?
Yeah, he's outstanding. We spoke about one of their opposition players, Dufty, the fullback, and allowing him any opportunity to find space or see space. He's a dangerous runner. I think Jerome Hughes is much the same. He's in any opportunity where he could get himself into some space or between defenders, and he took it tonight. So he's, since he's come into the first grade side, I think he's been outstanding. To be honest, he played in the halves last week. He's been playing fullback while Bill's had the hamstring injury, and when he's been away with Origin. So he's been, I reckon over the last sort of 6 weeks, he's been one of our best and most consistent players, to be honest. So he's got a big future ahead of him. Oh, just along with, we made a point about our halves needing to be quite vocal and being confident about their communication, not second guessing themselves. They're young kids. They're just starting out their careers in first grade, and we're asking them to communicate and be loud and demand the ball when they want it and call plays. That's what's needed from guys playing in their positions. They shouldn't feel intimidated or second guess themselves at all. We train all week and we prepare a game plan for them to carry out. So, we made a point this week that that's what they need to do, and they did it. And we had quite a simple game plan for this game. It was a short turnaround, a lot of changes. Brodie Croft come back into the team, so it was a simple game plan that we wanted to execute tonight. So they did that, which is the pleasing thing. It's always nice when you plan to do something with the footy and you go out and execute it, and it comes off for you on the scoreboard. Big effort, wasn't it? He to get it from, I think, was it inside our own half when he received the ball, or right on halfway? Pretty close. So the old boy got there. He's still got some energy in those legs. So it's just having that experience about showing that ball early on the fullback, and he fell for the dummy. So I'm probably thinking that he just wanted to get rid of the ball to a faster player on the outside, but great effort to get there. Pretty important moment when he scored those points.